and welcome back to my channel. This is Batel from Batel's Kitchen, and today I am so excited to be back with a new phyllo recipe for you guys. And today we're going to be making a mushroom tart, a really healthy one, but so stunning and so satisfying. This dish is actually so incredible for vegetarians or even for meat lovers because it is so full of textures and flavors, and it is really impressive. If you're new over here, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I post a recipe every single week, and all the measurements for this recipe are going to be in the description box below, so you can check it out, or on my website batelskitchen.com. Okay guys, let's get started. To begin, we are going to start with our mushrooms, and I like to pick white cremini mushrooms or the little baby portobello mushrooms. We're going to cut them not too thin and not too thick, but we want to use definitely a big quantity of mushrooms. They're going to shrink down, and we want to have them as meaty as possible, so the more the better. We're going to transfer them to a plate and set them aside. Now we're going to peel about 3 big red onions, and we're going to slice them into half moons. I love using red onions because they have this amazing color, and they're also a little bit sweeter than the regular onions. Onto a pan, we're going to drizzle a little bit of olive oil, about 2 to 3 tablespoons. We're going to start with our onions. I like to sprinkle a little bit of salt in order to help them sweat faster. We're going to mix the onions and break them a little bit to get more texture into them. And after a few minutes, maybe 2 minutes or so, we're going to add our mushrooms. Now we're going to add our aromatics, which is thyme. Thyme and mushrooms and onions, in my eyes, is the most beautiful combination. So the thyme, we're going to put it just like that because the heat is going to break it apart and have all the leaves come off the stem. We're going to scoop it out later. Now we're going to add a little bit of garlic, which is optional, about 4 to 5 cloves of garlic that we have chopped. We're going to let everything mix and get really nice and golden. And now we're going to start with our phyllo dough. So we're going to let the mushroom mixture really cool down before we put it on the dough so we can actually work with it. Now, we're going to use 1 pack of the phyllo dough that comes in the package. Usually there are 2 packs that are coming in 1 package, so I have just picked 1. We're going to take all this pack of phyllo dough and we're going to start to lay it on a baking sheet. So we're going to pick about 2 phyllo sheets at a time. We're going to start to lay them on our baking sheet lined with parchment paper. You can really use whichever baking sheet you prefer. You can even use a pizza sheet. You can use whatever you want just to get the shape that you prefer. Today I'm going with the triangle one. So after 2 sheets that we've laid down, we're going to spray avocado or grapeseed oil. And now we're gonna repeat the same process but onto the other side. So we want to rotate those phyllo sheets in order to get a really strong base for this pie. We don't want the pie to fall apart whenever we cut into it. So we just want to get a really strong base, and we're going to rotate those phyllo sheets on each side. After we've finished everything that we have from those phyllo sheets, we're going to add to the middle of the dough those mushrooms that we've cooked before. We're going to spread them onto 1 layer on the dough, and we're going to fold the sides. So we're going to take those phyllo sheets and we're going to start to mold sort of like a frame to this pie. So we're going to take our fingers and start to fold all the sides of the dough until we get a really nice frame on all the sides of the pie. Now we're going to season everything with salt and pepper to taste. This is really important. We want to get a really nice flavor on these mushrooms. And now we're going to take more fresh thyme and we're going to strip it from the stem. Just run our fingers through the stem and all the leaves will fall into the pie. Now, just for a little bit of sweetness, we're going to add Ceylon or honey. Ceylon is a date syrup that is going to add another dimension of flavor. Now, really important, we're going to use our oil spray again. We're going to spray it at all sides of the frame of the dough. It's really important because it's going to keep everything together and give it this gorgeous, stunning color. Now, we're going to add some sesame seeds on the border of this pie. It's another dimension of texture, which is so delicious. We're going to bake this pie until it is golden brown and until it is crispy and really ready. We're going to let it cool. We're going to scoop those dry thyme from the dough. We're also going to sprinkle some fresh one just for presentation. And now we're going to cut the pie with a pizza cutter. This would be the easiest. So I'm just running this knife through the middle to one side, and then you can decide how much you want to cut it into. Maybe 4 squares, maybe 6 squares, maybe 8, depending on how many squares you want to get out of this pie. And now that you have it, it is ready to be served. It is best served as warm and as fresh as possible, not to lose from the texture of it. I like to sprinkle some fresh parsley or some fresh arugula or some sort of fresh leaves just to brighten all the flavors together. And now look at this amazing piece of pie. It is so crunchy, so delicious, and so meaty. I like to add a little bit more of Ceylon on the end just to give it another brightness of flavor. This is absolutely optional, but it is so delicious. You can serve this next to a salad or as an appetizer or as something that is going to really complement your party or any hosting that you're going to have at your house. I hope you guys are going to give it a try. I cannot wait for you to try it. I personally absolutely love mushrooms, so everything that has to do with mushrooms and dough, I am a big fan. Let me know, and I will see you in the next video.
That's it for today, my friends. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you're gonna give this recipe a try. If you did, don't forget to let me know in the comments below. And if you need some more help with eating more plant-based, check out my cookbook, Eggless Possibilities. We can find so many meals that the whole family can enjoy. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.